Alright, fuckheads. Episode 3 is in the books. 0 editing, 0 prep. This one went a little bit long, but we talked about the state of the league as well as the upcoming matchups for the slate of games this Sunday, so enjoy. Okay, the long-awaited episode 3 has begun. We're here with the fantasy foreigner over here, Tom. Tom, why don't you say something?
What's going on? Thanks for having me in the studio today, Huntress. Pleasure to be here.
Is that what my nickname is going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be your nickname, Huntress.
Okay. All right. So what is this, week 7?
Going into week 7, yeah.
Going into week 7. We took a little hiatus there, but we're back. The league is officially a third of the way done. I think it's a third of the way. Playoffs start week 14. So, yeah, maybe slightly over a third of the way done. How you feeling so far? Let me pull this up.
A lot better than I thought I was going to be at this point, I'll tell you that.
Considering me ragging on your team week 1.
Hey, wait, listen to that week 1 episode. It's like, Tom, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm 5-1, bitch.
That's right.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think we're going to name this podcast Who's Laughing Now? Speaking of that, you are 5-1. I'm 5-1. Chris is 5-1, and Clinton's 5-1. There's a 4-way 5-1 at the top. There's been a lot of losing and a lot of winning going on in this league. There's only, all right, so that's 4, and then it's Weir and Haley is the only 3-3, the only 50% teams in the league, and then you got a bunch of 2 and 4s. You got Will, Allie, Tyler, Scott, and Jordan. And then you have the lone 0-6.
Oh, Roscoe. What's going on, bud? What's going on?
I didn't know this, but you were telling me off mic that let's rub it in a little bit.
I am in another league with Roscoe, and he's also 0-6 in that league, and I play him this week. And God forbid I give him his first win of the season out of 2 leagues.
Oh, it might be destined now. Pull that back up. I want to see that. Let's look at your league in the other league here. You showed me his team, but what's your team look like?
It's not bad. I'll tell you, a few buys this week killing me. Quarterback, defense. We've had to go for Matt Ryan. So he's the best of a bad bunch.
You guys are still, you're projected 105. He's projected 109. So speaking of that, let's talk about this. Is the buy-apocalypse. This is where buys are really starting to kill us. And you play me in our league this year.
Tell you what, fucking loving it. You've got no Justin Jefferson. You've got no Jalen Hurts, and you've got no
Stephon Diggs.
No Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
If I'm going to beat you any week, it's going to be this week.
Yeah, I think my projected tanked about 25 points. From last week, I was sitting right around 140, and now what am I at? Let me pull this up. 118. So this is your week, buddy. You know what? I've actually kind of gotten over it in my head already that I'm okay with losing this week. So I'm just gonna go into it just thinking that I'm gonna get that loss.
I mean, you've still got a couple of guys that could absolutely pop off. Barkley could have a fucking game. He's been
my rock.
Pierce has been on a roll when he's played.
He's been the surprise of the year for me. I love it.
Godwin could easily put up numbers. Olave could be interesting if he is back.
Yep.
Pitts again could have a game. Stevenson, if Harris doesn't play, could have a game.
I'm hoping.
So you've still got potential there, so it's not bad. Other way, I've got Metcalf could easily shit the bed again.
Is Lockett in or out this week?
As far as I know, he's in.
Okay. Did he play last week?
Played last week.
Okay.
I think.
I didn't get to watch a lot of that game.
If he didn't play, it's even worse for Metcalf because he's still got fucking nothing.
Oh, that's right. What did
Metcalf got me a solid 5.4 last week.
Right on.
I'm being carried right now by Mark Andrews. And I'm really hoping St. Brown can come back to his early season form.
And Josh Jacobs. Did you say Josh Jacobs?
Jacobs has got me 2 solid weeks of 30 points. So if he can keep that up, whew.
Yeah. What is he on the season right now? Let me pull this up. He is running back 7. What a steal! Let me tell dude. This all right. I was listening. We're just kind of going all over the place, but let's just stream of consciousness for the next 15 minutes or so. This has been one of the weirdest years. We've been playing. This is our third year.
Third year.
I listen to like other podcasts and stuff that have been doing it for 15 years or so, and pretty much everyone's saying this is like the craziest year. First of all, because none of the running backs taken in the round 1 has done anything except for Austin Eckler. He's finally back. It's all these late rounds. You think about Antonio Gibson popped off at the beginning of the year. You got Josh Jacobs. I got Damian Pierce. Who else? James Robinson did well for a little while. But and then the quarterback situation. If you don't have Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, maybe Kyler Murray, you're not doing well right now. Everyone's streaming the drop off after like the top 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I picked up Stafford on Super Bowl winning quarterback last year, and he hasn't. I don't think he's got any more than 15 points. At the beginning of the week last week,
Matthew Stafford was quarterback 28. What is he now?
He's up to 24 now. He's up to 24. He's climbing.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, that's right. He's on a bye, so he might.
He's on a bye. One week he got 18. The rest he hasn't got above 12. So
he might save you this week.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm currently, what am I, a 9-point dog this week.
You're 9 down yet?
Is all your players done at Sunday? You don't have any Monday games.
I do not have any Monday games.
You don't have
or Thursday, so everything's Sunday.
Yeah. So I think I got 2. Yeah, well, my kicker and I got Ramondre. So I got a feeling I just have a feeling I'm going to be 18 or so points down.
Well, I mean, you'd take 18 points going into Monday with Stevenson and the kicker.
Hopefully.
You'd take that, but I've got a feeling about my boys this week. This could be a high score week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is another thing I was going to say. I heard a stat on the radio or something, maybe it was on Twitter, that this year compared to last year, we're down, I think they said 100 touchdowns. Than last year. Like there's been so few touchdowns scored this week. I think they said Broncos will score 1 touchdown in the past 4 games.
Broncos are fucking shit. That's why.
It's like
Scott's brother in Christ, Russell Wilson, has not been praying enough.
It's the worst year for touchdowns in the past 15 or so years, they said. Yeah, and quarterbacks and tight ends is another one. If you don't have, I thought at the beginning of the year I was going to be cheeky and pick up Kyle Pitts. I think he's tight end 22 right now.
I mean, if you haven't got Andrews, if you haven't got
Andrews or Kelsey,
you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, which is that sucks so bad, but at least you can have solace.
Yeah.
And the fact that everyone else is eating a shit sandwich.
But
it's not those 2 people.
You get your random ones pop off each week. Fucking Hawkinson got 40 points one week. Next week, I think he got 2.
I think he got 2.
And Njoku's been consistently decent, which has been a surprise.
He's been a surprise. But, I said this going into the draft. I think it's either or. David Njoku is either the 4th or 5th most paid tight end in the league. So they're paying him to be good.
He's getting up there with your boy Cooper at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some of the other matchups here. We're gonna go through the NFL schedule later, but let's talk about the matchups. That's me and you. That's pretty much it. You don't have anyone. Let me make sure there's no one else I want to talk about here. He's still rolling with that Cowboys defense. They're either going to get 18 points or 4 points. I have a feeling they're going to shut down the Lions, or they're just going to do really, really good.
Well, the Lions do well, and hopefully St. Brown does well because of it, or they shut out the Lions and Cowboys defense does well. So hopefully either way, I'm picking up points.
Yeah,
that's my gamble anyway.
Oh, that's right. I did see that because you got St. Brown. Fucking A.
If he can put up another 30 points like he was doing beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Weir's playing Ross this week.
And I tell you what, knowing Weir's luck this year, this is Ross's first win.
Oh man, what is it's? Ooh. Is Jonathan Taylor gonna play this week? Let's read. You know, a lot of podcasts they do like news and notes. And they you know they tell you if people are gonna play or not. That's not how we do it around here. Limited in practice Wednesday. I guess it's up in the air.
He'll play.
I expect him to come back.
He'll play.
I was shocked that he missed 2 games. I was shocked. That's all it says. I hate it when they say they just have like a one sentence like limited. Like they won't even speculate. Like on my team, like Chris Olave. We're recording this to the 9 people listening to this. That's optimistic. We're recording this on Wednesday, the night before the Thursday game, and it's still got Chris Olave marked as out. And then I've checked like 4 times today, and there's no news. The first news was 2 days ago.
They're going to keep you guessing up to kickoff.
I really hate when they do that. Yeah. I guess it is the Thursday game, but dude.
You don't check that 5 minutes before kickoff?
Let me tell you something. I don't have dick to
replace him. Why, now Robinson coming up.
In there. Oh my god. Dude, my entire bench is on a bye right now. Fucking hell.
You're still going to put up high score this week, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I thought about it. Well, shit. I guess I thought about just not doing it at all, but you or Clinton has got to win $10 every week. So
I'm happy with that.
Do it now.
That's fine. I'll take my $10 every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Shit. All right. I got sidetracked here, but we were talking about.
Awesome Weir's game coming up.
Yeah.
The 0-6 versus the best 3-3 team that's ever been.
Oh, that's right. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, yeah. Check this out. So I was posting this a little bit in chat, but I'm gonna pull this up just on the side so we can have this in the background as we go. Just want to make sure that shit's still recording here. Yeah. All right. Check this out. Points allowed. This is the tale of the season right here. Ross is allowed 804 points. Clinton's 600.
You can see why Clinton's 5-1, and you can see why Ross is 0-6.
And that has it's so funny that they even have this stat because they use this stat for like defenses.
Yeah.
Like the defense, like it's like I can't control it, but they just shove it in your face every year. It's just a funny ass stat.
Just to see how unlucky you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone has scored. Dude, if you're playing, you should put in. If you see, listen to these things, you should put in for high score. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back.
This could be the most interesting match of the week right here.
Oh yeah, you calling this match of the week?
I'm calling this because with Weir's luck, he's going to drop it. He's going to give Ross his first win. But with Ross's luck, Weir could easily put up high score.
Weir has had terrible luck.
So this could go either way.
Weir is second in overall points behind me, and he's 3-3. And he's played people like Clinton that just keeps winning.
You beat him by point
by
something? 0.4
in week
1. After both of you put up plus 150.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap! I'm not even on the right thing here. Yeah. Oh, that's right. So spoiler alert. Let's get through this and then we're gonna do the over/under thing. Weir's got D-Hop first weekend. Initial thoughts. Off the suspension, he's got a fat 14 progression.
They could have, if Marquise Brown being injured has definitely elevated that.
Uh-huh.
If he hadn't got injured, I think they'd maybe have eased him back into it.
Yeah.
With Brown out and Robbie Anderson is absolute shit.
And they're playing a short week in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So, and he, DeAndre Hopkins rested up. It's not like he's got...
He's not injured. He's just coming off suspension.
He's actually...
He could go off.
I was joking about this with Scott. He's actually the opposite of injured. He got suspended for PEDs. So he's like... He's not only injured, yeah. He's like...
The juice is loose.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh, yeah.
He could pop off.
He could. It can be his game, and notably, no Marshawn Lattimore this week for New Orleans. Yeah, and it's a home game. They're in Arizona. Arizona hasn't won a home game in a year. They won their last home game last year.
Wow.
In October. So they might be looking for a win here. All right. So this is. I was gonna say this earlier, but something about this game. I don't know if it's the curse of the Thursday night, but something about this game has got me worried as fuck because both of these teams are like they still haven't figured it out. They both have like these crazy injuries, but even when they're like got their boys together, they're both 2-4, I believe. The Saints and the Cardinals, like they can't quite click like last year. I mean, the Saints weren't great last year, but the Cardinals were 7-0 to start the year out last year, and now with basically the same people, minus Hollywood Brown, they can't quite figure it out. It's like it doesn't make any sense to me. And then the Saints, like you just never really know what's gonna happen, and then. You got Chris Olave, which I'm starting. But without Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry on the field, I'm just worried that they're going to, like, shut out Olave in this game.
He's the only one they've got to worry about.
That's exactly. And, like, what are they just going to fucking Taysom Hill's going to get out there again? I don't know what's going to happen. So it's got me worried. And I'm starting Chris Olave because I have to because of buys. But I'm going to watch that game and probably not have any fingernails left after that game. And I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, there's still two offenses that could easily pop off on any night because they've got the ability to do it.
I hope I'm wrong about that.
I mean, it could be the curse of the Thursday night game or the fact that previous Thursday night games have just been two shit teams for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. I think it was like the fucking Bears and the Broncos last week or something like that. It was,
there's been so many memes.
Just some absolute bullshit games.
There's been so many memes of like the NFL commissioner like writing the contract to Amazon for like God only knows how many millions of dollars to stream these Thursday night games, and they've just been the worst football I've seen in years.
We'll give you the Thursday night games, but it's got to be the fucking Broncos and the Bears.
And then Colts Commanders.
Yeah,
the week after that. All right, let's go through here because this is probably this is the first time I'm seeing these teams. You got Lamar Jackson on the injury report. He's probably just taking a rest day. This is Wednesday. This is when people miss. Limited didn't see him yet. This is when people. He's fine. This is when people take their rest days. Like half of my team pops up on the injury report on Wednesdays usually. That should be a good one, man. All right, so I do want to take a little bit of a closer look at Ross's team because he shakes it up. It seems like he's just throwing everything at the wall here. He's got Rondale Moore slid in there.
What's his buy situation
dude,
like?
By the way, this is a perfect. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Cam Akers, and people are saying. Excuse me, I keep burping. We're trying to drink a lot of beer. All right. Look. I have diarrhea today.
And this is not helping.
And it's not. Oh yeah. So something's gonna happen with Cam Akers, and I don't know what happened behind the scenes. If it was political, like with the coach or whatever. But a lot of people are saying. Like Chiefs, and I think that could be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. They're also saying Chiefs for Christian McCaffrey, and they're also saying Chiefs for Odell Beckham.
CMC's on the way on the market.
I actually think is Odell Beckham still on?
He's a free agent. He's in real life and on the road. He was, but he dropped him.
Ross, you held him for weeks.
I heard he could be going Packers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, dude, there's so many rumors. Someone had a really convincing tweet earlier today that said that the Vikings signed him, and then everyone else was freaking out in the comments until they realized it was fake. Yeah, the Packers could use him. The Chiefs really need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
They need a wide receiver.
None of their boys.
That's interesting because he's been on Ross's bench not doing shit.
And he got rid of him last week.
He did.
Tell you what, keep Akers though.
Yeah, hold on to
He'll
Akers.
get traded.
Man, what a stinker game of Justin Herbert last week.
What did he end up putting
His
on?
first week in, I think they said 27 weeks, he didn't have a passing touchdown. And he really fucking needed it. Again, Ross needed Justin Herbert to get a passing touchdown against Will that had
killed him, and then Eckler. And Eckler went off and killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you couldn't make this shit up. Tell you what, though, with Woods and Moore, he's gonna struggle this week.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just send out a little prayer here. Because I'm not seeing anything. By the way, let's since he's because you know what, Katie's in a league with the people she works with, and she's in the same boat with S. Thomas. She has Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson on her team, and it's worth bringing up here. Hang on a second. This is just going all over the rails here. But there's a guy, if anyone out there, Ross, is looking for a running back here. There's a guy, Kyron Williams. This guy's been on IR, right? But he's coming back. I think he's coming back like next week. I heard some reporter say that or something. But this guy, they're going to have someone else there, right? And now they're stuck with Darrell, who, by the way, is not a terrible running back. He was averaging 16 points a game for me because I had him last year. But they need someone else. Just remember that name, though, Kyron Williams. If we're doing a waiver show like a week from now or something like that, he might be on it.
So what, CMC to the Rams? Whew.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I wonder
Straight swap with Akers?
Yeah, Akers would fit in with Carolina because it's the most dysfunctional fucking team. Dude, I wonder if it's too late for the Rams this year. I wonder if they're just done.
Nah,
What are they, 2-4?
It's only 6 weeks in.
Dude,
Make a good push, you get a wild card.
They have the worst O-line. And, like, watching their team, like, it's like Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers, like, aren't doing terribly. It's just like their O-line has got to be one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, fucking
Anyway.
Stafford is shit.
Yeah, we're spending too much time on that. All right. We got Jordan and Will. They're facing each other here.
2-2-4 teams.
2-2-4 teams. By the skin of his fucking teeth. Yeah. Will is 2-4. I was actually I was getting ready to type that message in chat. Like, congrats on the we have 2 1-5 teams. And he just fucking.
Tell you what, that's a bold pick, playing Robbie Anderson this week.
The freshly traded to New England or Arizona Cardinals, Robbie Anderson. We didn't talk about talking about these matchups pregame. So, what do you got to say about this? What's their projection here?
Jordan's still got cooking. That's why, right, and he's on a bye.
Yeah, it's like too early in the week. Like, people hadn't even shook up their. I wonder if. Gosh, if Darren Waller plays, you got to play him.
Yeah, but I mean, she's only got Hines and McKissick and Algier. She hasn't got any decent backups for Cook.
Oh, that's right. And Will needs to put Keenan Allen in his lineup. If he starts, you got to play him. All right, dude, play him over Robbie Anderson.
I got $5 that says he doesn't notice before Sunday.
Ooh.
Although he's already put Brown in IR, so
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll check it. We're just gonna check it.
we always get that midweek message. I can't get into the app. What am I projected?
Yeah, they don't have their lineup set. Let's see. Neither does Haley. So there's not a lot we can say about this. Oh, see, neither does Tyler, because Tyler hasn't put Dak in.
Or he might just be waiting until Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, Geno Smith's been doing well, so he might just leave him in.
You know what's funny? I noticed this because I set my lineups like first thing Tuesday.
Yeah, same.
I know
as soon as that refreshes, I'm straight in.
Because I want to see that projection.
Yeah, honestly, where I need to try and improve.
Everyone else like sets their lineups like Sunday morning.
I'm checking it every day.
Yeah, dude.
I spend way too much time looking at it.
Dude, everyone's like projected around 100. This is the one that I really think. This is so Chris and Scott that matchup. This is the one that I think could go either way. Because let me tell you why. Green Bay plays the Washington Commanders this week, and Scott's team lives and dies on how good the Green Bay Packers are, because he's got Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, and I don't know what happened to Chris's team last week. What did he score? 75 points?
Oh, yeah, shit the bed. Big time.
Yeah.
He had a total of 70 points.
70?
70 points.
Surely that's not the lowest. We've seen some dogs.
I think that might be the lowest this year.
Oh, this year? Probably, yeah.
The only person to get double figures was Josh Allen. Other than everyone else was single digit.
You know what I was thinking the whole time? He was shitting the bed.
What's that?
I knew I was already ahead of him in points, but I was like, dude, if we're tied, then look at the all I'm thinking about is this bye week. So playoffs, the way it's projected right now, me and you are sitting in the bye.
It's just end of the league, yeah.
So no matter what happens, like something's gonna change this week because me and you are playing each other.
I mean, those two could lose as well.
Yeah, it's true. That's what
we could tie.
That's what I'm saying. We're a third of the way through the year. Some shit's gonna start shaking out. And like, what's even weird, like even Will's team, because we were talking about Will's team again. Like his team is good. He might start winning some games, man. He keeps asking me, like, Hunter, like every Sunday, he's like, Hunter, tell me what to do, and I'm like, I can't just like magically make your team good. Like you just put the players in there, and they're either gonna be good or they're not. But that matchup, I think this could go either way, and they haven't set their lineups either. Josh Allen's not in there for Chris, so they're just gonna have to wait.
Allen's on the bye week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm getting.
That's why he's got Jimmy G.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I was thinking about. See, I'm streaming Trevor Lawrence this week, and I've had him on my bench for a couple of weeks. I don't feel great about it.
I mean, if you're picking up someone on the bye, there's fucking no one there. Exactly. I had to go with Mariota this week.
Jared Goff's out there, but he's playing fucking Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that. You know who I almost started, and this is not a joke? General Mills, David Mills for Houston Texans. They play the Raiders, who has just the worst defense. But I just can't make myself do it.
Right, I've picked up the Jets defense in another league, and I'm very regretting it now.
I can't make myself do it. All right, let's do this over-under before we talk about the NFL schedule here. So I did this once with Scott. I don't even know that we just decided to take a hiatus after that. So let's start it back up here. So I picked 3 players. This week I have they all have a theme. They're players that are coming back off of a big absence or of a suspension. So it's Dak Prescott, Keenan Allen, and DeAndre Hopkins. First is Dak Prescott. He went out week 1. He's been out all year. Let me pull it up because I got it pulled up. I think because I clicked in and out. So Dak Prescott. He's projected 19.25 points this week. He's projected 233 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 3 carries for 14 yards for 19 points. I got his over/under set at 2.5 passing touchdowns. So does he go over 2 passing touchdowns or under 2 passing touchdowns? What say you?
I'm going under, and I've got a sneaky feeling he's getting re-injured first half.
Yeah.
Right. He'll throw one passing touchdown, get injured, back in you go, Cooper Rush. Save our season.
All right. Okay. He's got some thoughts on that.
I'm going under on that one.
Okay. I'll take the over then. I'll say he's gonna get 3 passing touchdowns. God, that sounds bad coming out of my mouth.
Hey, I've got Lamb, so I hope you're right.
I think you. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oof. Tom,
I don't mind being wrong on that one.
All right, I'm writing this down because Tom's going under. I'm gonna go over. I go over 2 passing touchdowns. All right, next up is Keenan Allen. Let me pull his shit up here because I had all this ready before the thing, but I've been clicking so much here. He's on Will's team. Keenan Allen.
Still questionable.
He's projected. Yeah, I don't know. Hamstrings are weird, man. Dude, hamstring is the one injury that you just never want to see for your player because it could be 1 week and it could be the whole fucking year.
If you don't let that rest, that could go again right away.
Right, exactly. That's what happened to Chris Godwin on my team. They put him in there too early because he was coming off an ACL tear and immediately got hurt for a hamstring. All right, so he's projected 14.5 points. He's projected 64 points. I got his over-under at 7. He's projected 64 passing yards, sorry. I got his over-under set at 70. Does he go over 70 or under 70 passing yards? Who do they play this week?
Seahawks.
Oh, the Seahawks. The
My boys!
Seahawks, who I think are what they're
2-4, I think.
Yeah, but I was thinking they're giving up points. They're giving up points to the offense, but weirdly enough, they're ranked 6th against the pass, so pretty good against the pass. I think they've just had some stinker games, and that's deflated their defensive numbers.
Oh, was it the Saints game? Saints Seahawks, and that was the game. Taysom Hill got his 3 rushing touchdowns.
That's right. They didn't pass it.
No, it was all rushes.
That's why they padded their stats.
Yeah,
I think the Seattle defense is pretty god awful for the most part.
It's not the best.
So what say you think he goes over 70?
Ooh.
I think he's projected 64.
I'm going to go over on this one. I think he's going over 70 yards.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say I'll take the under on that. Because he's on, you know what? He's on Will's bench, so he's probably going to pop the fuck off. You're going over.
I mean, if he plays, he's getting the fucking passes.
He has to, dude. You know what? I watched this game on Monday, and it might help Mike Williams too, because I swear when I was watching this game against Denver, Denver's got a pretty good secondary, and they were just shutting down Mike Williams all night long. And because they didn't have anyone else that they were worried about. They had Gerald Everett out there catching passes, but for the most part, it was just Austin Eckler over and over and over. So they need him bad. He's got to have someone to throw to. All right. I took the under on that. Okay. And then the last one is DeAndre Hopkins coming off the suspension. We alluded to it earlier. He's projected 14 points. He's projected 5 catches for 61 yards. I put the over-under at 6.5 catches. Does he go over 6.5 catches? Now, we'll give a little bit of context. Last year, he averaged just over 6 targets a game. The year before that, he was averaging like 9.5 targets a game, and the year before that, it was like 10.5 targets a game. So for whatever reason, his targets was going down, but just like we said earlier, they got no Marquise Brown. And they have a brand new shiny toy in Robbie Anderson there. So who fucking knows about that? I'm going to set the line at 6.5 catches. against, like I said, at home against the Saints with no Marshawn Lattimore, who you would think would be on him. So what are you taking there?
Well, I remember I had him the first year we did fantasy together. I had him, and that was the year he got that fucking insane 60-yard catch in the end zone.
Yeah.
I'm going, especially with no Brown and coming off suspension for Peds. Boy's gonna fucking go. He's gonna let go. He's going over.
So you're going the over. Okay. I think I feel obligated to take the under then. We'll see. Maybe the Saints can slow this game down. Dude, I just have a fucking feeling about this game. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just ruined on Thursday night games. We have had the worst Thursday night games this year.
I think that's more the teams than the Thursday night, though.
It's true. I mean, good lord. Okay. Feel pretty good about that. I'm curious to see what DeAndre Hopkins does. Do you follow him on Twitter or Instagram or anything?
No.
He's been making so many posts, on Twitter, about, doing memes where, fantasy managers, winning because of me putting it in and, all this kind of shit. So he's been ready to go. I think he's going to be mad, dude. He had that really bad injury last year. I assume he's healthy, though. Okay.
I'll tell you what, Weir was pretty happy with himself. That was when he snagged him on the draft night.
Weir was pretty happy about himself. He thought he was cheeky and everything. I said it on draft night, and I said this on the podcast, I think, twice now. I love going DeAndre Hopkins. He was actually someone that I was targeting a lot in mock drafts. But let me tell you something. I never went for DeAndre Hopkins and Michael Thomas. He was like, you know what? I'm going all these boys who just don't like playing football games.
Tell you what, he started well with Michael Thomas.
Look, he's got Julio Jones on his team too, man. He just he's
taking a gamble.
He's stuck in 2019.
All or nothing.
Yeah, I hated how he picked up Taysom Hill too. He's got Travis Kelce, by the way.
Mind you dropped him.
I know.
Josh before his 30-point game.
I dropped him about an hour before his 34-point game. I would have broke our league record easily. I would have had 100.
What is the record? I think I got 190.
I think it was 190 or something.
I think Ross might have set the record one year.
I think so. I was pushing 200 points if I started Taysom Hill when he blew up.
Johnny, what the fuck do I find?
I said this Sunday, but I was watching the London game and I have Saquon, and he left the game with a shoulder injury, and I got super scared when that happened.
Yeah.
And so I put Irv Smith in. I'm like, Irv Smith will catch 4 balls, and he did. He got me 6 or 6.5 points, and I was like, because I was let's be honest, I was joshing a little bit with Taysom Hill. I think I was projected 35 points higher than Ross, and I was like, let me just put Taysom Hill in there. And then I started getting scared I might actually lose. All right, we got our over-unders done. So what I wanted to do is, because I didn't plan anything out about this podcast, so what I want to do is let's just go through the games real quickly. Each matchup, and then we'll talk about injuries, what we expect, how many points, if you can feel good about playing starting players or not. So we've talked about the Saints and the Cardinals a good bit. That's the Thursday game. I think we've pretty much talked about everything about that.
Yeah, as much as we got.
We talked about D-Hop. We talked about Chris Olave. Okay. So, and by the way, this shit might not even come out until tomorrow night. Because
so he's right.
Still gotta edit and mix this shit. Yeah, so we might have to retroactively see who's right on this shit. Okay, so we'll go through this. The Browns and the Ravens is the first game on Sunday. This is the noon slate of games. This is the first one coming up. So let's talk about these teams. Let's talk about the lineup blocks. Let's start with the Browns. I'll go through here, and we'll just look at their team. If you have a Brown, how many Browns do you think is going to get started?
I'm going 2. Cooper and Njoku.
Nick Chubb?
And Chubb, forget he's on the Browns for some reason. Yeah, there's your 3. So Chubb and Njoku. Njoku because of your lack of
so Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. I believe Haley's starting Kareem Hunt.
Haley's got to start Hunt.
They play Baltimore, middle of the pack against the run, 29th against wide receivers. So yeah, Amari Cooper, slide him in there. Does Weir have him on his team? Yeah, he's got him slid in there. I mean, I'll tell you what, I like Amari Cooper a lot more than Terry McLaurin. Too bad I didn't have Michael Thomas to start. I want Michael Thomas on the field, dude. Chris Olave is the deep ball threat when Michael Thomas is on the field.
So while we're on the Browns, Deshaun Watson, week 11.
Yeah.
Not a bad pickup, possibly.
Yeah.
Going into the end of the season.
I thought about it.
I haven't with Stafford being as shitty he is.
I know it's a little early.
Too early for it.
Let me tell you something, dude. If your team's looking pretty good, don't wait. Like, if you're really serious, this goes for anyone, by the way. You can pick him up tonight and let his diddling ass sit on your bench for 6 weeks. Look, dude, I had Deshaun Watson, I believe in 2019 when I made like 3rd place, and he was definitely carrying me. He's so good at football. He kind of plays like a Jalen Hurts almost. Like he rushes a lot.
Yeah,
he's good at
the Browns have got. It's not a bad squad. If you get Deshaun Watson there, a good quarterback.
Yeah,
there's potential there.
If Nick Chubb can stay healthy, Amari Cooper's only like 24 years old. He's not an old wide receiver. It was weird that Dallas traded him. The Browns, they might do something next year. I don't know. Like, what are they, 2-4? Are they one of those 2-4 teams?
I think so.
I think you're right, though. Man, I swear, if they had another wide receiver, like maybe if Tyler's doing his daily fantasy, Donovan Peoples-Jones is a good daily fantasy pick. Dude, I thought about Jacoby Brissett in this game.
It crossed my mind.
Jacoby Brissett or Trevor Lawrence. I think they're pretty much projected the same. It might be exactly the same. He's projected 15.5. Trevor Lawrence 15.1. In a better matchup. I don't know, dude. Yeah, Baltimore 29th against the pass. They are not stopping anybody. This is why it's so good to have Baltimore players in your team, because every single game it's in a shootout. They're like the Detroit Lions or the Seattle Seahawks. They gotta throw to keep up.
Yeah.
Pretty solid about that. All right, let's check out the Ravens. I think, by the way, who's got Rashad Bateman? Can you look that up for me?
Oh.
I think he's back this week.
Bateman is gonna.
Pretty sure he's back this week.
Be.
Mark Andrews questionable. Is he having a rest day?
Nah, your boy's playing. He ain't gonna let me down.
He's fine. Dude, Lamar Jackson projected 25.
Bateman, that is Clinton. Already on a 5-on-1 squad, it could elevate him. They could push him in.
Dude, yeah, like, dude, he's just got killer after killer on his team.
His receivers, his whole team's pretty good, to be fair. Brees Hall is working wonders for him as well.
Oh yeah, what a pickup, right? Him and Dameon Pierce is they're both top 10s right now. Dameon Pierce, I think if you look at the app, it says he's ranked 15th, but he just came off a bye week. He's ranked 15 without playing a game. I think he was running back 9 before that. All right, so let's look at these Baltimore Ravens. Gosh, did they tell the over/under on these fucking games? No, they don't. I wonder if I can look at the Caesar. Shoot, can I look at the Caesar over/under score?
Surely.
If I could spell Caesar.
Caesar salad up there.
NFL schedule.
There you go.
I think the over/under set it. I would think it'd be fairly high on this team. Let's go to sportsline.com. Here we go. Ravens are 6.5 favorites, 6.5 point favorites. Where is the spread at, though? Where is the spread? I've never done this. I'm doing this on the fly.
No,
So
I've seen it before. I don't know where.
So I'm trying to. Here we go. Oh, it's just a bunch of dead air doing this shit. Let's just assume it's high. Here we go.
See what we can find here.
Oh man, we're just fucking wasting time here.
No, this isn't giving me shit.
Don't worry about it. Next time I'll have it pulled up. Let's just assume it's 43, something like that.
For every game. Every game's over under 43.
Anyway, that doesn't change the fact that you're always starting Mark Andrews.
Oh, without a doubt.
Have a backup tight end on that team?
No, because there's no one worth keeping.
I went into the season not planning on having a backup tight end because I had Kyle Pitts, and now, it is what it is. You can't hit a home run on every player on your team. I mean, I got nothing but dogs on there, and I actually think Kyle Pitts might have a good last half of the season.
It's week 3, fucking hell.
So you're starting Mark Andrews, you're starting Lamar Jackson, you're starting Justin Tucker, the kicker, for sure. Here's where it starts getting a little dicey. I would start. I don't know. Let me pull up Clinton's team here just to be sure. But
Top.
Rashad Bateman is definitely startable. Devontae Adams is back, but you got Courtland.
I'm not sure Bateman is startable there.
Yeah. So, dude, Clinton's team is good. Holy shit.
It is,
He's
man.
got Devontae Adams, Courtland Sutton, and Mike Evans, and then he's got Rashad Bateman on the bench. I think that might be where he belongs. Courtland Sutton's just been the guy to go to, and he's the only, one of the only shining lights in Denver over there, so that's where it starts to get a little... And then... Likewise, you got J.K. Dobbins, who I'm not trusting right now.
No, I wouldn't. He's had one good week.
I'm not trusting at all right now. But then, let's see what I know. He's on Tyler's team. He's running. I think you might have to start him. Tyler's got James Conner, who's missing again. But he's got Deion Jackson, who got him 28 points last week. But
if Taylor's out, Deion's in.
So Tyler might have to settle with Chase Edmonds and J.K. Dobbins. Boy, I'm sending you a prayer right now. James Conner's already out. He's not playing. Because he's playing in the Thursday game. Also, I might have to text Tyler because I can't. It makes me feel bad when they play when they start people who aren't playing, and he's got until tomorrow to take James Conner out of there because he's not playing.
Yeah, he needs all the help he can get this week with that team. Jesus.
Yeah, and then Jordan's got the Ravens D, and she's had the Ravens D the whole year, and I'm pretty sure she'll have the Ravens D the whole year. And I don't know if she's changing it, but good luck, Jordan. They're projected 4 points, dude. They've had decent games. They got 8 points last week against me. Here's a guy, Kenyon Drake. He popped off last week. He got 19.7 points last week.
That's because your boy Dobbins got hurt.
I guess so, but I don't think Gus Edwards is playing this week. But Gus Edwards
he's back soon,
though.
though.
Yeah. So I think Kenyon Drake is on. Yeah, Kenyon Drake is on waivers. I wouldn't freak out about it too much. I think when Gus Bus gets back.
Also, not sure how much you can trust the running back at Baltimore with Jackson, though.
Right on. Buccaneers Panthers is the next one. Let's talk about that.
Bucks, fucking Panthers.
Yeah. What a fucking car crash, huh?
What an absolute shit show.
Let's start with them, I guess, because this is gonna be quick.
Lineup lock,
shit.
CMC. That is it. Done.
Yeah. How long are we going? We're going 48 minutes already, so we can go quick. Christian McCaffrey, done. That's it. That's it, dude. Look at even the projection right here, dude. We We got 3 people projected double digits here,
That's it.
and one of them's PJ Walker.
DJ Moore, who's DJ Haley? He's projected 11 points. How many times has he reached that this year?
Dude,
Twice.
did you see that thing I posted on Twitter about DJ Moore today?
No.
He is one of the saddest stories to me this year because I love DJ Moore and I wanted him this year on my team. And I didn't get him, and what a fucking bullet. What a fucking bullet. Dude, he's averaging 8 points a game. Last game, he got 3.7. You cannot trust him. You can't trust him. And, dude, Baker Mayfield's the quarterback, and Sam Darnold's the fucking backup, and Sam Darnold's hurt. Like, what's going on? PJ Walker
PJ Walker starting
is
this
the
week.
quarterback. So, yeah.
Projected 10 points.
So pretty much, let's just. I don't want to spend too much time.
No,
but
done.
Let's just move.
Get over that.
CMC
That's
is
just
done.
depressing to look
And
at.
honestly, it might not even be CMC on this team very much longer. And if you're a CMC manager, if I had CMC on my team, I would want him to be traded because it can literally only go up from the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, that's weird. He does not need any help.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
if the
he's
Chiefs
a
sign him-
one-man show at Panthers. If he goes anywhere, he could go down. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
All right, that was nice and easy. Let's talk about the Bucks. Tom Brady had a slow game.
Lost only the 6th rookie quarterback he's lost to.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yep.
Oh, it was so rough too because I had Bucks defense, dude. I was like, oh, that's easy, 20 points. Couple pick sixes from Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett even got hurt, and they still did fine. They won that game. So you got quietly the resurgence of the dumb truck. You got Leonard Fournette, who didn't do shit for 3 weeks, and then the last 2 games he got 35 points 2 weeks ago, had 22 points last week. He's now the running back 5. Will, when you ask me what to do, I'm gonna tell you nothing. You don't do anything. You just keep playing these guys. You're gonna start winning. I'm telling you. And obviously, you got to roll with Mike Evans, and you got to roll Chris Godwin. I got him in there. He's one of the few people on my team that doesn't have a bye.
Oh, yeah, I've got him in another league. He's done well. Okay, yeah. Godwin, Evans, Fournette, possibly Brady.
For me, I mean, yeah, you start Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, Carolina's defense. Look at, dude, they're 15th against.
Especially against the Panthers.
But they're 25th
Jesus.
against running backs and 24th against wide receivers. Yeah.
Brady 30 plus points
on
this
them.
week. I'm telling you.
I would say potentially Cameron Brate has been doing really fucking well, but he just gets concussion after concussion.
He's out now. Kate Otten
is the backup. Yeah, but I don't know.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah. So there's not really anyone out there. Rashad White, I think, is still on. Yeah, I told Scott to stash this guy, but Leonard Fournette's been great. They don't need to move from him.
No, I don't think they will.
I think. All right, but I do think that game would be sneaky low scoring.
Nah,
The Bucks the Panthers just eat o'clock. All right, Falcons Bengals. Let me pull this up because this is another game where I have a Falcon. I've got Kyle Pitts. I have those nightmares.
I've got 3 of them now.
Oh yeah,
I've got 3
you got
Falcons.
Younghoe Koo.
I've got my boy Younghoe. I've picked up Mariota.
What is Younghoe Koo? He's kicker 10 on the year. He's never outside the top.
He started well, and then last 2 weeks he got 0-4.
That's right. You got Cordero. You got.
I got
Koo,
Cordero.
Are you starting Mariota this week?
Yeah, because Stafford's on my Stafford's shit anyway, so let's get rid of him. If anyone's listening to this and wants to trade for a quarterback, hit me up. Because fuck Matt Stafford.
Well, I think he has 3, but a couple of days ago, Tyler had 4 quarterbacks on his team.
Jesus
That's
Ty,
too
Ty,
many
what you doing,
quarterbacks.
Ty, come on, man.
Too many quarterbacks. Let's talk about Marcus Mariota, because he's currently the quarterback 12 on the year. I think, he was Offensive Player of the Week last week. Marcus Mariota, yeah.
Come on, boy. Go on, Marcus.
Come on, boy. With their brand new helmets. Let's pull up his score. He got 24 points, which, holy shit, on a streamer, I'd be like, hell yeah.
He's one of those
He's
guys
got those games,
on the
though.
rush.
He's got those games.
Oh yeah, I mean he's with the Falcons.
That's true.
They're gonna be shit. He's gonna have shit weeks.
He's got a what is his average score? It's 15.5 points. That's
more than
that's better
Stafford.
than Stafford. Yeah, exactly. That's better than Stafford. Caleb Huntley's still out there on on waivers, by the way, and he's gonna get 12 fucking carries a game. What did he get last time? He just keeps handing the ball to him over and over and over. He got 16 carries last week. He got you 5.9 fantasy points. I don't even know how you do that with 16 carries, but someone was joking about it, dude. They're like, just give him the ball. And he looks like fucking Najee Harris to me, dude. They give him the ball and they run into the first O-line person they see. They just run into their back. The first fucking O-line person on his own team. I wonder if Jordan's starting Drake London.
As of right now, yes.
Got him in the lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting Kyle Pitts because I think I'm a sadist. I think I'm learning that about myself. I won't drop him. I drafted him last year because they're like, this guy's a unicorn. He's going to be... I mean, he did get 1,000 receiving yards last year as a fucking 20-year-old rookie. And now he just turned 21. Like, he's young. He's as young and spry as they get.
It's the same thing with me and Metcalf. He's not getting dropped even though he's putting up...
That's right. He will be starting.
He's staying in that lineup.
And Jordan also has Tyler Edgier, but I assume he's on our bench.
Yeah.
Against Cincy, this is one of those games where obviously, I think Jamar Chase is going to be the wide receiver 1 this week. And he's on...
Quite possibly, yeah.
Because you think about it, you got no Kupp, you got no Jefferson, you got no Diggs. All of those people are on buys this week. I think Jamar Chase is just automatically wide receiver 1. I mean, Devontae Adams is in there, but like I expect Jamar Chase to absolutely have a game against Atlanta. So let's talk about Cincy here. And guess who's got Jamar Chase?
Scotty too hotty.
He's going against the red hot Chris, who's crashing down to earth.
I know. He had his 5-game win run. He's going down now. He's going to go 5-5. Sorry, Chris. I'm calling it. You're 5-5, lad.
He's 5-5.
You're going 5-5 now.
You're all about the bold.
You flew too close to the sun.
Speaking of Chris, he's got T. Higgins, and I wonder. Let me pull this up because I expect him to play. Limited on practice on Wednesday. Dude, I thought he was fine last week, and then he played for 2 snaps, and then he was just on the sideline. I don't know what happened there against the Saints last week.
Just bowled it.
So he's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's projected 16 points. I think Joe Mixon. Atlanta's 13th against the run. They're 30th against wide receivers. Holy shit! Yeah, like there's not a universe where Jamar Chase doesn't get wide receiver 1. He has to. I think if you have a Bengal, you can start him, honestly. You can start Hayden Hurst if you wanted to, but Jordan has...
He's put up points at tight end, though, the last few weeks, I think.
Who, Hayden Hurst?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tight end 11 on the year. I was trying to scheme up some trades for Jordan, but...
Last 3 weeks, 11, 17, and 5.
Yeah, she got Darren Waller, though.
Waller's back in.
That plays Houston.
He was on the bye last week.
Did you pick up Tyler Boyd?
I did. I figured he'd be a decent backup.
I don't know what it is, but Katie has Tyler Boyd on her team, and I keep telling her to drop him, and she just won't do it. Like, there's something, she's got some, like, attachment to Tyler Boyd somehow. Like,
I mean, with no one else...
I don't think she's ever started him.
With no one else out there, I figured pick him up, he'll be...
I think Joe Burrow has a game, too. They're 24th. Atlanta's 24th against quarterbacks. Speaking of that...
Yeah.
We were just talking about Tyler Boyd, your favorite player.
You're a Boyd fan. Boyd for life.
Fan.
What you got, babe? Push up?
Good job.
Fuck yeah, just sit right there. We're gonna push up in a second. Thank you, baby girl. Just get pork chops delivered on the podcast.
Living that high life.
Yeah. If you got a Bengal, start it. All right, here's the big one. They got Lions Cowboys. Lions Cowboys. All right, so let's start with Dallas because we talked about Dak a little bit here. Dude, yeah, this is a Wednesday rest day, dude. Everybody's got that questionable tag, man. They don't. You can tell, like, when they don't even list the body part. He's fine. CeeDee Lamb's fine.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Gosh, I need to know. I I don't need to know, but it would make so much more sense if I knew the over-unders on these games. I assume it's high, though, because the Detroit offense is pretty good. And so is Dallas, but Dallas' defense is pretty good. So, CeeDee Lamb. How you feeling about CeeDee Lamb, dude? He's wide receiver 12 on the year. You dropped Stephon Diggs to me to pick him up in the draft day.
I was thinking, obviously, with Cooper gone, he's going to pop the fuck off.
I thought so too, man. I wanted, dude. Look,
and he was good last year.
He was picked.
Good.
I think he was getting picked no matter what, because it was Diggs Lamb on draft day, and for all the right reasons, like CeeDee Lamb should be like wide receiver 4 or 5 right now, but he's just like he's doing good. He's wide receiver 12. I thought last year was going to be his blow up year. I was all in on CD. I think I drafted him like early in the draft just to get him.
Especially with Dak coming back now, I'm a little bit more confident.
It'll be fine.
I'm perfectly happy with him. Obviously, hindsight, you'd take Diggs.
I think it'll be fine. So, who are the starts in this game? I think you got Dak, you got Lamb.
I'd go Zeke as well.
Yeah?
Especially with a team that's 31st
Detroit,
against the run.
31st against the run. You know, he might actually get 13. He's projected 13.6.
I mean, he did well last week.
See if he's in Scott's
15.
lineup. Scott got a steal for Zeke, I think, in like the 3rd or 4th
No,
round.
he's not even in the lineup.
Who's he
got?
got?
Walker and Jones. Old Kenneth.
I think when we get to Seattle, we might talk about it. I think this matchup is fantastic, though. And whether you think Ezekiel Elliott is a good running back or not, the Dallas Cowboys thinks Zeke Elliott's a good running back because he gets 1 million fucking touches a week.
All 3 of those running backs are projected.
He's got double-digit carries in every game. 2 weeks ago, he got 22. Last week, he got 13 carries in a game where they were behind against, Philly. And Philly just has a fantastic defense. But he gets like 1 million carries a fucking week. He's only scored twice this year. He's just got one of those. You know what? I think a lot of analysts that I've listened to has actually been saying go out and trade for Zeke, because look at this. The next 4 weeks they got Detroit this week. They got Chicago next week. They got Green Bay and Minnesota, and then the Giants. Their schedule from here on out. They got Indy, Houston, Jacksonville after that. Like their schedule is gonna open up massively for Ezekiel Elliott. Like, the beginning of the year, they've had some tough matchups.
Then Pollard's decent though, so
he's the one that
could split.
Do I think he's a better runner than Zeke? Yeah, but he's not getting the opportunities. He got 11 touches last week. He just can't he's the big play guy. Like, he gets you that one big play, and then just blows up that way. But double-digit fantasy points in 3 out of 5 games. You just can't trust it. I'm not starting Pollard.
No, don't start Pollard. Zeke Lamb.
I wonder if
I'd go defense and Prescott.
See, Dalton Schultz is a fantastic guy.
Schultz, if he's fit. Obviously, if he's healthy,
he doesn't have an
injury
designation right now. But here's the thing.
Especially with the state of Titans.
Here's the thing. He's on Clinton's team, and he's got Njoku.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
He's the guy I need to trade for a fucking tight end.
Yep.
I think that's it. Dude, and then you got Gallup. I'm not starting Gallup.
No, do not start Gallup. For God's sake.
All right, let's pull up Detroit here. It's going to take forever. We got to go quick here. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. What is he projected? 17 points?
It's time.
Start him. DeAndre Swift is back. Start him. He's not in our lineup, dude. There's no way she gets to.
I don't think Haley's checked the lineup though. That's why.
Surely she'll put him. I'll make her put him in.
Oh no, Swift's in.
He's in there.
Swift's in.
Yeah. I wonder if she changed it. I swear to
Hunt's
God.
out.
Oh, dude,
Haley.
she changed it.
Haley.
She changed that within the last hour.
Cheating on your boy.
She did. She changed that within the last hour.
Cheating on your boy Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt, take him out. DeAndre Swift. Who's our other running back? Mostert?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means, by the way, don't start Jamal Williams. Even though when DeAndre Swift was in, he was getting the goal line work, which is crazy to me. They just give it to him to punch it in there.
He did that last year. He had a good week 1 where he got 25 points with Swift playing, and the rest of the season was shit.
Jared Goff. He's also one of these 15 points. Dude, the Dallas defense is so good.
Yeah, not this week.
You know what's crazy? I'm starting DeAndre Swift. I'm starting Amon-Ra St. Brown. Does she have Hawkinson in?
Yes.
Who's her backup tight end? Like, who's her other one? Doesn't have one?
Doesn't have. No, Tunyon. She got Tunyon.
Against a good matchup. That's tough, dude. Because, I mean, it's hard not to start Hawkinson after his big old
he could go off.
After his 39-point game. But look at
then he got 1-6 after.
1-6. He got 5-6 in week 2. So, you know, dude, hit or miss. I mean, it's tight end.
Yeah.
But, dude. Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Especially with tight ends this year.
That is it. Dude, look.
You probably take the Hawk.
That is a tough one, man. I mean, I think you have to start Hawkinson. I think you just have to, right?
She's got
Tunyon.
Tunyon plays Washington.
Who is terrible.
Third against Titans there.
Fuck. Scratch that. We're starting Hawkinson.
Up the Hawk.
We're starting Hawkinson. I think that's it.
Giants, Jags.
The 5-1 Giants, Jags. I think this will be another easy one. Let me pull this up, and then we can talk about it. You're starting Saquon Barkley.
Saquon, Gano, done. Possibly Jones.
You're starting
Possibly
Barkley.
Daniel
I got
Jones.
Barkley, and I'm starting him. This is tough, dude. Jacksonville's middle of the pack against... he's on... you can't even pick him up. He's not even out there on waivers.
Scott. He's got him on the bench.
Yeah. Daniel Jones he's really fun to watch. Do I think he's a great quarterback? Maybe not, but this motherfucker rushes more than just about anyone. Look at these. He's 6 carries last week, 10 the week before that, 6 before that, 9 before that, 10 before that. He carries the ball like between 6 and 10 times a game. Like, he had 79 rushing yards in week 3. Dude can get some points with his legs. He just doesn't. He don't have anyone to throw to. They don't have wide receivers on this team.
No, and if someone's going to rush, it's going to be fucking Barkley. So
yeah, it's crazy. If you look at their wide receivers,
I'm going to take that away. Do not start Jones.
They have
Gano and Barkley. Those are your ones.
That's it. Oh, dude, it's Saquon or bust. I can't believe this team is 5-1.
Relied on Saquon heavily.
Okay, let's pull up Jacksonville here. I'm starting Trevor Lawrence against the New York Giants, who are...
That's only because your boy Hurts is on a bye. I would not start any of them. Even Kirk.
Look at that, dude. The weirdly enough, the New York Giants defense have been scrappy. They've only had 1 interception all year, and it was last week. Before that, they had 0 interceptions all year, but still, they're first against wide receivers. They're just not letting up points. But yeah, I agree. I don't think he's got Kirk in his lineup. Does Scott have him in his lineup? I'm probably not playing him.
No, but he's got Davis, and he's on a bye, so he could put him in.
Yeah?
I mean, Kirk had 3 good weeks at the beginning of the year, 17, 25, 19.
Paid him $55 million to go over to Jacksonville.
But then,
he's a good receiver.
The second 3 games were 8,
What
2,
I look
and
at
10.
is the targets. He had 12 targets in week 1, 6 in week 2, 9, 9, 3, and 5. For some reason, like, his targets have gone down. Now, one of those games was against Philly in week 4.
Still got 9 targets.
In the rain, yeah. Still got 9 targets.
Yeah.
Am I trusting a wide receiver? Nah. I think Zay Jones is on Ross's team. It's so funny. If you look at this, look at all of these Jaguars that are on people's teams. Are we starting any of them?
No, do not start any of them.
I think Clinton's starting Jaguars D. He's been pretty good. They're 10th against the Giants. I think he's starting him. That
Right
might be
now, yeah.
Sneaky play. That might be a sneaky play.
They got -4 last week. Then.
Like I said, the Giants have gotten one interception all year. That's why I felt good about Trevor Lawrence. That's like I've rationalized this like 9 different ways in my head. They got one interception all year, and it was last week. So I'm like, Trevor Lawrence, dude, just get it done. Just get it done. All right, we can move on. All right, so Packers Commanders next. I didn't know it was going to take so much time.
Got a lot to say, you know.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are the Packers?
Where are the Packers?
Go up.
What
There you go.
state are they in?
Down GB. Get the GB's ready.
So, Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers.
I'll tell you what.
Do you know
I'm
something?
not starting him, but Lazard. He's
yeah?
been putting up points.
I think he scored the last, 3 games.
I'm
I
actually
think he
tempted to
scored
put him in
4
ahead of Metcalf. Because Metcalf is...
He scored 4 out of the 5 games he's played, I think, when healthy. Check that stat for me. He just keeps
Scored 4 out of 5.
Scored 4
and
out
even
of
the
5.
one he didn't score was
hurt.
his highest week.
Oh, yeah.
17.
Yeah.
6 receptions,
Alan Lazard's
116.
sneaky good. Washington's 27th against the pass. You had Romeo Doubs, too. Dude, you know what's funny? Your bench was my draft. I drafted all these rookies. I drafted George Pickens. I drafted Romeo Doubs on draft day. And I was just waiting to see. Because Chris Olave, I drafted him too. And Chris Olave's like, oh, okay, all right. That's the rookie. So I just let him go. I drafted all the rookies on draft day. This is a big one, though. This is why I said I think this Scott and Chris game could go either way. Because good Lord Almighty. Also, by the way, I saw on Twitter today, Aaron Rodgers has got a thumb injury, I think. Yeah, he's not practicing. It wasn't even limited. He's not practicing and his right thumb is hurting. I think he's going to play. And if he does...
If your boy Love's in, you're fucked. Do not start anyone.
Jordan Love,
you start Jones.
Right?
But no one else.
Yeah. You know what? I hope he starts because Scott's one of those stubborn players. He's just going to start him every year. Do you know that Aaron Rodgers, I'm pretty sure, let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't had over 18 fantasy points in 1 week this year. Nope, he hasn't had over 17 fantasy points. Not once this year.
I can't talk. Stafford's had over 12 once.
He's quarterback 20 on the year, and he's just shoving them in his lineup every week. But God damn it,
No one else.
There's no one else, man. It's crazy. These quarterbacks we don't talk about a lot. They're in the teens, and then you got Stafford and Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers up here in the 20s. But yeah, I think if Aaron Jones is gonna have a game, dude, I have A.J. Dillon. I don't know what to do with A.J. Dillon. He had 20 points in week 1, and then he hasn't done shit.
He needs to go somewhere.
Look at that.
Someone needs to take A.J. Dillon off.
I thought I was like, what a steal, dude! I got 20 points in week 1. I think I started him. Against Tampa in week 3, and he got 5.8. Just single-digit fantasy points every week except for week 1. Yeah, he needs to be traded. The quad father needs to be traded.
He's fucking good, man.
But yeah, I'm with you. You're starting Aaron Rodgers. Begrudgingly. Would you start Aaron Rodgers or fucking Daniel Jones? I guess you're starting Aaron Rodgers. They're both on Scott's team. Fucking
Commanders?
No
one. Fucking
can we even
no
look
one.
at it?
Have a look. I don't think there's...
I think Terry McLaurin's in Weir's lineup.
What's he projected this week?
Can't be great.
11-6 for wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
He's not got more than 14 points all year. Heineke's your quarterback this week.
You know what's funny?
Carson Wentz.
Heineke might be better for Terry McLaurin because he had Heineke last year, and Terry McLaurin was on my team last year, and he was like a top 20 wide receiver. He's pretty good. Do you start him though? No, you don't. No, you don't start him. I think he might have to. I think Weir might have to. But yeah, no, I'm not starting anyone. That's terrible. All right, let's talk about Colts Titans. I think this might be another quick one too. I think this is gonna be like any team against the Colts, the Broncos, the Falcons, and like the Bears. That's like this game. It's gonna be a low scoring game, and because Indy just eats up the clock. I think. God damn it! Let me go see what the hell is going on here. Okay, jeez, we had to have a little break there. Okay, we're talking about Indiana Colts.
Yep.
At some point, I don't know where we left off. Jonathan Taylor.
JT. Yeah, I mean,
Is he starting?
He's supposed to be, but they said this last week.
Number 1 pick overall. Do you know something? I told Ross this stat. People don't remember this because he finished the league like a clear-cut running back 1. After going into week 5 last year, Jonathan Taylor was the running back 29. And he's what is he now? He's 40 now, but I think he was like 30 last week. So like for whatever reason, he did all his shit like the last half of the season. I think he's gonna be fine. There's nothing to worry about Jonathan Taylor. I don't know what it is about this O-line. I don't know if it changed from last year, but it can't be that different. It can't be that different.
I mean, he's him and Pittman probably your lineup locks, and that's about it.
Pittman. I started sweating last week. Pittman broke his personal record in catches. His personal record in catches was 10 previously. He got 13 catches last week. He got 26 fantasy points with 0 touchdowns. He was having himself a game. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna throw it to Pittman. He got 16 targets. So yeah, you're right. You're starting Pittman. You're starting Taylor. I think Alec Pierce is beginning to get into a conversation. Like, Katie's in a league at work, and it's a 3 wide receiver league, so it's deep in wide receivers.
Yeah.
And she picked up Alec Pierce last week when he scored.
He's had a few good weeks now. Mm-hmm. If you go, especially if you've got a 3 receiver league.
Yeah.
You take him, but
3, yeah.
In our
Other
league,
than that, nah. I think he's on the come up though. Pretty cut and dry.
One to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
No, Ali Cox can suck one. He's shit.
He like every now and then though.
Oh yeah, he gets his 26-point week.
2 touchdowns, 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and then like, fuck, unstartable. The whole team, dude. Even Matty Ice, look at this shit, dude. He was fucking. Look at this shit. Last week, 27 points. What? But no, you can't bank on that. You can't even bank on 90 points anymore. Yeah, there's 2 players in that game. They're playing the Titans. I think this is going to be pretty similar. Spoiler alert.
Derrick Henry, and we're done.
Yep. You're going to put Robert Woods in there if you're Ross, and other than that...
Ross is starting
look at this. So funny.
Ross is starting Robert Woods.
Well, we were laughing about Jacksonville. Like, dude, there's like 12 Jacksonville players on teams, and then we're not only starting 2. This is it. The Tennessee Titans. There's 2 players. There's 2 players drafted. There's Derrick Henry, Robert Woods, and then
I think Ross picks him up this week.
Their entire... No, he's at him. He's at him the whole time.
He dropped him in another league.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah. The entire offense, you don't want a piece of that. It's gonna be one of those low scoring games, dude. I don't know what the over under is for that game, but it's probably like 38. It's not a lot. Okay, this is the big one. This is the one I wanted to talk about. Texans Raiders. The Texans showing new life with my boy Damian Pierce. I almost said Alec Pierce. Damian Pierce.
Another 2.
I won't talk about it a ton because he's on my team. I already know everything there is to know about this player. But I'm starting him.
He's a baller.
Brandon Cooks, I think he's start Brandon Cooks if you got Brandon Cooks. Is he in Tyler's lineup?
He is, yes.
Yep. Throw him in there.
Wide receiver 45 on the Jesus.
He coming off a bye. It's missing a game. He hasn't had... I don't think Brandon Cooks has not had a 1,000-yard season in, like, I don't know, since he's been playing pretty much. He used to be on the pass with Tom Brady. He's a fantastic receiver. That's it. Yeah. We're done.
No Rex Burkhead?
Nah. I'll tell you why. Week 1, I was like shit in my pants. Fuck, Damian Pierce is not doing shit. 11 carries, 15 carries, 20 carries, 14, 26. His carries are going up and up and up and up and up. Like, my boy is just getting work. 131 yards, dude. He had that 76-yard rushing touchdown against the Chiefs in that game. Oh, yeah, I'm starting Dameon Pierce. He's automatically looking like a top 10 running back. Did I say Alec Pierce again? I meant Dameon Pierce.
You did say
Alec Pierce again.
Love you, Pierce.
Raiders. Who are we playing in the Raiders? We're playing Devontae Adams.
You're playing as Jacobs. I'm starting Jacobs.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
are the running back 7?
The Walrus. And Daniel Carlson. Kicker number 1.
After missing a game, he's still kicker number 2. I saw a stat. I posted this in chat, but I saw a stat. They said if Daniel Carlson was a wide receiver, he'd be like the wide receiver 7. He's better. He had more points than like T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. Look at this double digit every single week. He's averaging what is he averaging? 12 points a game. Dude just fucking hits.
It was the same thing when I had Koo my first year.
Yeah.
The offense is good enough to get you to within in the red zone, and then not good enough to get it. So bang, bring out the kicker.
Yeah, you're starting Darren Waller too, the Walrus. Starting him. Derek Carr, this is one of those, like if he was out there, I'd probably get him. He's not out there on waivers. On bye week, streamer, he's projected 16.6.
I'd have picked him up if he was on the bye for the bye this week.
Who is Lamar Jackson's playing? Yeah. But yeah, he would have been a serviceable streamer. I think he's sliding into that top 10 quarterback territory. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that game might be a shootout, honestly. Like if one of these, like I've been down on the Colts, Titans, Packers, Commanders, Giants, Jags. If there's gonna be a sneaky high scoring game, it's gonna be the fucking Texans Raiders. You watch. All right, Jets Broncos. You talk about another slugfest.
Let's go to the Jets.
Shit. Dude, yeah, I think the
Jets.
The
Jets. Let's go.
I don't know because we didn't do any research and didn't pull this shit up, but I think the Jets are probably going to be favored. If I would have Jets favored by like 10 points in this fucking game. But who are you starting? You're starting Breece Hall.
Starting Breece Hall.
And is that it? Ross gonna start.
Probably, yeah.
I was going to start Michael Carter. Garrett Wilson.
What's he saying this year?
Dude, he had a ridiculous 30-point game. And
then fuck all. He's gone down every week.
Fuck all. Every single week.
12, 6, 5, 1.
Elijah Moore, who was fantastic last year. Look at this.
Jeez.
He played this game that they won. And got against Green Bay last week. Zero targets for 0 catches. No, he's not injured.
Just didn't play.
He was running routes and didn't get targeted. So they got a Corey Davis, I guess. Like, what did he get? 7.2. They're just.
He had a couple of good weeks.
They're
Corey
going
Davis.
Breece Hall. They're like a New York Giants or light. They're going Breece Hall or die.
Yeah, he's your only lineup lock.
That's it, dude. I was asking jokingly, where'd Greg the Leg go from Dallas last year? He went to the Giants.
That's why the Jets are so good this year.
That's right. Look at that fucking guy. He looks like an insurance salesman. Yeah, he looks like a thumb. Yeah, and they played Denver. Do we even have to talk about this matchup? Oh my god, we're not playing anyone. We're playing Cortland Sutton.
That is it.
That's it. I think Chris might play Jerry Jeudy. Is he in his lineup?
As of right now.
Honestly, Brendan McManus.
Yeah, he is. He's in his flex.
And Brendan McManus. That's it.
And McManus, yeah.
Kicker 6 on the year. He's just been getting kicks all day. But that's it. I'm not touching anyone else.
No.
Let's move on. Chiefs 49ers. This is going to be a game. This is going to be a game. So,
I'll tell you what, Chiefs have probably got 3 or 4 line of locks, and none of them are wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. What is their preview? Casey. It's Kelsey and Mahomes.
Possibly Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, dude, this is what everyone's been saying, and like this guy, weirdly enough, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been carrying Chris's ass. 22 points, 15 points, 15 points, 22 points, and then he's fine. He's been getting outsnapped by Jerick McKinnon. Like almost every game. He's just fine in the end zone. He scored well shit. Yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns in week 1, 1 in week 3, 1 in week 4.
2 in week 4.
Yeah, but then look at 9 carries. This is what we expect from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This is what it's been for the past 2 years. He had 9 carries for 15 yards. Juju had a game last week. He had 22 points last week. Did he get a touchdown? Did he find the end zone? He did. I think she's starting Juju. Do you feel good about it?
No. I wouldn't put him in his lineup. Unless you're struggling.
All right, let's talk about San Francisco. This is where...
Debo's been struggling a bit this year.
Yeah. Only wide receiver 10. He was a wide receiver 2 last year.
Still decent, but...
Yeah, they just haven't been going through the air, man. We're starting Debo. I think you're putting
you got to start Kittle, yeah. 16-3 last game.
Is Allie have Niners defense in there? The defense number 2 on the year. I mean, their defense is carrying them.
She's got that defense in there, yeah.
Just run it against Patrick Mahomes. Jeff Wilson is the one where I would feel bad. I would start him, but I'd feel bad about it because they're gonna be behind. They're gonna have to be throwing the ball. Like this might be an Ayuk week. He scored twice last week. He had 28 points.
Brandon Ayuk.
And then Jimmy G. He's in there for Chris, right? I feel good about that.
I'd put him in.
Kansas City defense, like, they're not good. They're 30th against quarterbacks. Yeah, put him in there. I think 14 points might be a little low. I think he might hit the over on that. I think they're going to have to hit the over on that to win the game.
Yes, if they're going to win it, though.
Yeah, I don't think they will. All right, we got a couple more here. Seahawks, Chargers. Let's talk about your Seahawks.
Of the Hawks, boys.
What's up with Tyler Lockett? Is he playing?
He's playing.
Did he play last week?
Just didn't do anything.
He just didn't. He played the whole game?
Neither did Metcalf. Metcalf got like 5 points.
They won that game.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they beat Arizona. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Kenneth Walker did everything. It was 19 points.
Yeah.
Arizona's just trash for whatever reason this year.
Actually, it was like 19-9, I think. A lot of it was field goals.
Yeah. You're throwing Lockett. You're throwing Metcalf in there.
Yep.
You're throwing Kenneth Walker in there.
I'd say Geno.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and Geno.
Geno's in.
Is he in over Dak, though? No, he can't be.
Coming off an injury, possibly. I told you, I'm calling it. He's out first half. Dak. Injured first half.
Well, Tyler might agree with you because he still got Dak on his fucking bench. Dak's projected 19. Geno's projected 19. Holy shit. Geno's projected more.
Go on, Geno.
How about that? I think that's it, though.
Yeah. That's it. That's all they got.
That's all they need. Who would have thought Russell Wilson was holding them back?
Disley puts up some points, I think.
Disley...
I wouldn't put him in.
Has been just getting touchdowns. He's gotten
3 double-digit
yeah.
3 double-digit games?
Yeah, but if you look at... This is what I look at. 3 targets, 2 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets, 3 targets, 1 target. That is not... I am not signing up for that. No way. There's no way. Actually, weirdly enough, I don't think he's out there on waivers right now. Jason Myers is the kicker 6 on the year. He's just been doing a lot of kicking. I hate talking about kickers though. There's just no way to know.
No,
you don't know. You don't know if your team's gonna score or not. Then, all right. Let's. We only got a couple left here. Let's move on. Chargers. Eckler. He's re-cemented himself. He was my ride or die last year. He's back to the running back 1. He just keeps getting points.
Guy's a baller.
The question is with Keenan Allen in. I watched that game and that was a dirty game against Broncos. Did you watch that game? They had to go to overtime.
Yeah, some of it.
It was not pretty. They won, but it was not. Dude, it was dump off after dump off to Austin Eckler. How many targets did he have? He must have had 8 receptions last week. It did.
10 receptions.
Oh, I felt so bad for Ross, dude, because it was actually close for most of that game.
Yeah.
And then Will just got too far away. He couldn't do it. Yeah, dude, not a ton of carries. Like, look at that. Austin Eckler had 14 carries for 36 yards, but 10 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. It wasn't a passing touchdown, too, or fucking Herbert would have got credit for it, but he didn't. But you're starting Herbert, you're starting Eckler, you're starting Mike Williams, probably.
I'd say so.
And you're starting Keenan Allen.
Especially against
team
Seahawks.
Should be so good.
Especially against the Seahawks, you're starting them.
Yeah.
Hopkins, the hero on Monday night, kicking with no hamstring.
Yep. And now he's out.
And now he's out for 2 to 4 weeks.
Jesus. And got all of his field goals, right?
Got them all, yeah.
I don't think he missed.
Got the winner.
Yeah, he had 13 points. He was invisible pain. I was watching that game the whole time. But yeah, pretty clear clip. There's no like people I'm on the fence. Like Joshua Palmer's had games. But yeah, that's it. That's it for that
left,
one.
yeah.
2 left. We got Steelers
Sunday night game.
Dolphins.
Steelers Dolphins.
On the Sunday night game. Steelers.
Oh, man.
He's starting
Even Najee Harris, I have to because I've got no one else. But even that's a push. I was thinking I might pick up Benjamin if he's still going and start him ahead
He was
of
a
him.
running back 3 at the end of the season last year. That's why, even last year I was like, this is my year. I had Austin Eckler, he was like running back 1 or 2, and then Najee Harris was like running back 3. I was like,
22 this year.
22. His carries are just like, yeah, like he was getting 25 carries a game last year and then dump offs. This is what's crazy is his receptions are way down. 2-3-0-3-5-2. Yeah, he just hadn't even like his highest game is 13.9.
Yep.
He found the end zone on a pass last week and it bailed you out. But other than
Big
that,
time.
I think he would have had about 6.9 points last week.
Yep.
You're gonna start him.
And that would have lost me the game.
Deontay Johnson, who he's running back 34 on the season, but his targets, he's getting double-digit targets in 4 out of 6 games. But just can't make it work. Has he scored a touchdown this year? No, he hasn't.
Nope. But then he's had Mitch Trubisky for most of the year.
Does Will have him in his lineup?
Will does... Oh, fuck, where is Will?
I think you
no,
just
he doesn't.
started.
Burrow. No, wait, who are we looking at?
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Those are
you're
good
going to
choices.
start him and you're not going to feel good about it. He's one of those guys like DJ Moore where he just hasn't hit his projected almost every week. He's projected 12.9 this week. They're going to hit him right around the 13 projected every week, but his average is 11.
So, fun fact, I think I saw this a couple of weeks ago. Of all the quarterbacks to ever start more than 50 games in the NFL, only one of them hasn't thrown a pick 6.
It's Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. And then you got Kenny Pickett making history, beating fucking
6th rookie to ever beat Tom Brady.
Tom Brady last
The
week.
2nd Steeler.
Yeah, it just Pittsburgh's a weird team. Like Chase Claypool, which you're not starting at 23 points.
No.
And then you got Pickens.
I mean, that's
you
his
keep thinking
only-
Pickens is going to overtake Claypool, but hasn't done
I
it.
think that's another player that's always been on Jordan's team.
Claypool?
I think she's always had
Yeah,
Claypool.
yeah.
Well, she picked him up the
Yeah.
first year we did it and
Yeah.
kept him since.
Someone's like, fuck this guy. And she's like, oh, Chase Claypool's out there.
Yeah, 23 points last week. Before that, 10-0-7-6-9.
Pat Frymuth is back. I think if you
is
got
loose.
him. What's Tyler's other tight end though?
He's starting Frymouth and he's also got Disley.
Yeah, you start Frymuth. If you're in that exact situation, yeah, you gotta start Frymuth. He's been out with a concussion. Poor guy, dude. He's his 2nd year in the league and he's had 3 concussions.
He's doing something wrong.
He's doing something wrong. He's using
running
his
him in
head.
his head.
He's using his head too much. All right, let's talk about Miami. There's a couple. Is Jalen Waddle? Let me start with Jalen Waddle because I don't know how healthy he is. I saw something today that popped up. He's got a shoulder injury, limited practice. I don't know if he's going to play. I think he probably will. Yeah, I think he probably will, but he's a little banged up right now. But look at that, dude. Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 3. Jalen Waddle, wide receiver 7. You start both of them if they're healthy. This has been one of the
especially with
surprises.
Tua back.
Yeah, Tua's back. I think they win this game. Pittsburgh is 32nd against wide receivers. So, yeah, if you got Waddle or Hill, put them in there. I mean, they're already in there. There's not really a ton to talk about. This Chase Edmonds Mostert conversation has been one of the craziest things ever, too, because Chase Edmonds is a great running back, and Mostert just took over that job. Like, they've completely flipped the script as far as touches. Mostert, if you look at the beginning of the year, wasn't doing shit. Now he's getting, like 5 carries in week 1, 11 in week 2, 8 and 3, 15, 18, 14 in the last 3 weeks. So he's getting consistently the lion's share of that running room. Who's Ross's quarterback? Is he starting Tua? He's got Herbert. God damn it, dude. Every one of these good quarterbacks has got like good backups too. Yeah, you're starting Herbert. Gesicki had his 25-point week last week. He always has a couple of those during the year. He got 25 points.
Mike Gesicki.
But then no, there's not. I'm not touching 4 points. He's after like every week. You're just not. I'm not touching it. All right, that's the Sunday night game, and then
Monday night.
Yeah, Bears Patriots.
Pats.
Really,
Bears, man.
Really, this game comes down to just a couple of things. We'll start with the Bears because I think
no lineup logs.
Montgomery,
mate,
I don't even know. The Pats defense is so good. Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, with the lack of running backs out there, you have to start Montgomery.
Starting Montgomery, but that's it.
Yeah, you're not starting anyone else.
That's it.
I may actually have to start Darnell Mooney in one of my leagues.
Well, he got you at 13.8 last week. He hasn't done dick shit.
He's on the climb.
Really, this is what you got. His targets are like slowly, like they're finally like Justin Fields throw the fucking ball. But yeah, if you're starting him, you're not gonna feel good about it.
No.
So let's talk about the Pats because really this game comes down to one thing: does Damian Harris play? They got his projection up. But I don't think he's going to play. And they had a pretty bad hamstring injury. They don't even have any new news on him.
Another one of Haley's boys.
Yeah.
Had him last year, did well.
Did great last year. I guess because it's the Monday game, they're not going to release anything. I mean, if he starts, you could probably play him. Jacoby Myers has been creeping up.
He's
you got him.
He's on, yeah.
I wanted him. You got him.
Tempted to play him. Especially against the fucking Bears. Where are they ranking against the pass?
4.
Ooh.
They're not passing. The Bears' defense is decent. But it's just like they're lopsided defense because they're 24th against the run but 4 against the pass. I think people are just running against them. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm holding on to Jacoby Myers. I mean, I got their kicker, but I just picked up anybody that was a kicker. I think that's it, man. I mean, does Chris have the defense locked in? I think so. If you do, that's a pretty good matchup.
Chris Carr's defense,
Chicago's 30th against defenses. They're the second worst scoring offense in the league. Yep. I think you're starting Pat's defense. Defense is great. I mean, they're 5 on the year. You probably start them like most weeks. And then I'm putting Ramondre on no matter what because I have to. Because my entire team's on a bye.
Let's hope Harris plays then.
You're right.
Let's hope Harris plays.
I don't think he will. I hope
Come on, Damien.
I hope he won't. I mean, he got me 25 last week. That's it, man. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. I think I might have to go doctor some wounds on a dog. So, yeah.
You can finally eat your pork chop that's been sitting here for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, it is genuinely saying I'm ready to eat. All right, let's get it.